Hey guys, it's Jessica. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be sharing my experience dyeing a couch. So someone gave me this couch for free, and at the end of this video I will share the full backstory of the couch because there is a interesting story to go along with it. But for now, let's get on to the process of how I dyed this couch. So to start off this entire project, I have to give this couch a thorough cleaning because it has decades of dust from sitting mostly unused. You can definitely smell a strong scent of dust, and it had a very thick layer on it. So I removed these covers from the seat cushions. Of course, the tags on them said that they were not to be washed, but I just ignored that and threw them in my washing machine on delicate cycle with regular laundry detergent, and then I let them air dry. And they were completely fine. Nothing bad happened to them. So I began by vacuuming the entire thing with my vacuum to help remove any loose dust and debris that was on it. Then I ripped off this skirting that was on the base, and I felt like it really helped modernize it and give it some cleaner lines. Then I used a carpet cleaner with an upholstery attachment, and I gave this thing a thorough cleaning. And it was dirty. Now it's time to get to the serious business of dyeing this couch. So my mom helped me with the dyeing process, and she did all of that, so I'm really thankful for her helping me out there. So the product that we decided to go with was Rit All-Purpose Fabric Dye. I think it's Rit, or it might be right, I don't know exactly how to say it. But anyways, so on the Rit website, they have color formulas that you can mix up using their dyes. And we decided to go with the color olive green, although my mom did tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit darker because it was coming out a little too grass green, and we kind of wanted it a little darker, so she added some more charcoal gray, I believe. So we used 2 bottles of the green apple, 2 of the dark green, and 1 dark gray. So for each cushion cover, she made up a solution of 1/2 cup green apple, 1/2 cup dark green, and 2 tablespoons of dark gray to 3 gallons of hot water. My mom had pre-measured out the amounts that she needed and marked them in this glass jar so that she could just easily dump the right amount into that container before adding it to the large bucket. Then she took the clean couch covers and dipped them into the bucket and worked the water into it until the cover had consistent coloring and it was completely soaked through.
See how that's why you gotta work it, and you gotta get it on the inside and squeeze it out of the inside to the outside.
And then we let them air dry outside until they were completely dry. So now for the rest of the couch. Obviously we can't dip it into a bucket, so my mom is going to be using a spray bottle and mixing up the fabric dye and then spraying it directly onto the couch. So for the mixture of the spray bottle, she used 1/4 cup of green apple, 1/4 cup of dark green, and 1 tablespoon of the dark gray, and filled up the rest of the bottle with hot water. Then she sprayed it directly onto the couch, and she found that rubbing it in with her hand really helped get that dye down into all that fabric and make the color more even throughout. And then after allowing the couch to dry outside, we brought it inside and then finished drying it off with a fan. So here it is. I do like how it turned out. It is a lot richer looking than what it was, that mint green. So I'm glad we were able to salvage these. One thing I'll note though, although I didn't have it in the video because I didn't take any videos of it, but we ended up having to spray the cushions because after dyeing them, they were a different color from the rest of the couch. There was something about soaking it in the dye, just made it a different color for some reason. So my mom ended up spraying it again with the same amount of dye, and it turned out the same color as the rest of the couch. But unfortunately, something about the spraying process, I don't know if it just doesn't absorb all the way or something, but it does have some bleeding. So my child was on there the other day and he ended up having green hands and was getting it everywhere. So they do have like a fabric stay spray that they have for it, but I was reading the cautionaries on the back and it says to keep off of the skin and it can be a skin irritant, so I'm a little nervous about using something like that just with having a toddler. I don't really care to expose him to a ton of chemicals. So what I may end up doing to solve that problem is washing the cushions again and seeing if that helps hold that stain in. Something I didn't mention throughout this video is we actually did this twice because I got a larger couch as well. I didn't video any of the process of dyeing it, so that's why I didn't add it in the video. But I do have a big couch. There's hubby, say hi. So anyways, we dyed the large couch as well. We didn't have to spray the cushions because they're similar color to the rest of the couch for whatever reason, and they don't have any problems with the bleeding. So for some reason, just the spraying causes it to wipe off. So I might try washing these couch cushions again to see if that helps keep the dye on, and hopefully that works. Anyways, so let's talk numbers. It cost me about $40 to dye the couch with, I think we used 2 bottles of the green apple, 2 of the dark green, and 1 of the dark gray. So that came to about $40 to dye it. Also, I do want to note that to save on dye, my mom didn't spray the back of the couch since it was going to be against the wall, and also like behind the cushions, she didn't spray all the way down to the base just because it's going to be hidden by the back cushions. So I did want to mention that. So now for the backstory of this couch. So over the summer, my husband and I were in Walmart shopping and we were approached by a woman and she asked if we were Jess&Obie. And we're like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I've watched your YouTube videos. So that's never happened to us before. So we were kind of like shocked by that. But we ended up exchanging phone numbers and she wanted to purchase some chicken eggs from me because she saw my chicken coop renovation video that I did over the summer. So anyways, she's bought a couple dozen of eggs from me over the summer. She also brought her granddaughter out to see our milk cow and our chickens. So we've gotten to know her a little bit over the summer. Near the end of the summer, she contacted me to see if I would be interested in getting these couches. Her husband's mother had passed away a couple years ago and they were starting to go through her house and go through things because they were gonna fix up the house to sell it. They had these couches in the house. From what her husband was telling me, these couches were in a secondary living room and had hardly been used. They were custom made back in the 70s, and the brand is actually based off of the Lane company. So these are really high dollar, high quality couches, but just over the decades of sitting in front of a window, they really had been faded. But otherwise they were in really good condition because they had hardly been used. So anyways, that is the cool backstory about these couches. So before I go, I'm going to move into the comment section. This is a new thing that I'm going to be doing on my videos just to kind of add my viewers into the videos. I love reading your guys' comments and your questions, and I just want to kind of add that into my videos. So this is something I'm going to be doing in all of my videos upcoming. So if you want your comment featured, be sure to leave a comment down below and you may see your comment in an upcoming video. So this is my last video I did, which was on a mid-century modern dresser that I refinished. I do want to note on that I did sell it on the same day that I posted it for my asking price of $325. So I was very excited about that. Anyways, DIY Deborah commented on that video and said, first off, you're being so hard on yourself. The piece was beautiful. You staged it perfectly, and it was the most wholesome, perfect intro I've ever seen. The animals and your son, everyone playing and having fun in their element. Glad you included it. It was perfect. Made me smile a lot. So I got a lot of comments about my intro on that video because it was a little wild. I had chickens running around in the background and the dog was chasing him at one point. I had a cow in the background that kept mooing and interrupting me, and my kid kept yelling, and it was kind of a mess, but I decided just to leave it in there and flow with it because it's real life, and I'm actually surprised you guys really enjoyed it. So anyways, thank you for that comment. Another one that I really liked was Freak Show Kirby said, I found your video by chance and must say that hearing your animals and children in the background is so charming. So thank you for that comment. So that is all for the comment section. Like I said, if you would like to see your comment featured in an upcoming video, be sure to leave some fun, unique comments down below and you might just be included. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not already a subscriber, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in a later video.